And we're live. Hi, everybody. It's Tamara, and it's the last day of NaNoWriMo. Are you ready? Have you hit your 50K? I haven't. But for me, it is 17 after 1 p.m. because I am in the slowest time zone of the world. So I've still got time. I think I am 8K away. I've got my iced coffee over here. I've got my water here. I've got my laptop there. And I've got a notepad over here in case I need to take some notes. Let me do more of the instructions. All right. Can you hear me all right? And let me tweet out this link real quick. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about I have a friend who's from my home state, and I think she is a creative writing educator, and she teaches in higher education. She's at a university, and she was saying that NaNoWriMo, she hates NaNoWriMo because she has students who have picked up really bad habits from the Nano experience, which I thought was really interesting because my experience has been so different. And so what do y'all think about NaNoWriMo? What have you learned from it? What I've learned has been that I need to set some type of daily goal that I can achieve. Something that isn't too far off. That'll be a little bit challenging, but not too much. Something that I can still do, but it will help me stretch. Because if I just say the vague, I'm going to finish this short story in the fall. No, I'm not. I'm not going to finish that short story in the fall. It's too vague. And even if I say I'm going to finish it by, I don't know, December 1st or something, it's not going to work for me. I have to make daily targeted goals that I can reach, because then I get closer to my actual goal of finishing whatever that writing is. So my plan for December is to do a daily goal of writing 2,000 words a day. So I want to finish this cozy mystery because I really like it, y'all. I really think I like writing cozies, which I didn't. I knew that I enjoyed reading them, but I didn't know that I enjoyed writing them as well. So I want to finish that, and then I have a novella that I need to write, and a short story for an anthology. And I just have all these different writing projects that I want to complete. And if I'm going to, then I have to write every day, or at least have the goal of writing every day and having an X amount of words that I want to reach. And then with the goal of having written X amount of words at the end of the month, how many words would that be? What, 60,000? Yeah. So, yeah, daily goals. I had wondered with my friend if her students if they hadn't kind of taken NaNoWriMo and changed it. I stir my coffee with chopsticks. But if they hadn't taken NaNoWriMo and kind of learned what they needed from it, kind of adapted their style and how they did things to suit them. And it's really NaNoWriMo is just a way to get people to fast draft, meaning that you write what you need to write as quick as possible. You tell yourself the story as fast as possible, right? Fast drafting. You don't do a lot of revision during it. It's not really an editing process. It's the process of you telling yourself the story and getting down the framework and going from there. And fast drafting is a thing that people have been doing for a really long time. It's not new. What was new was that they created kind of this daily guideline and made it more of a group activity. That was the new aspect of it. I'm always confused by why people feel such vitriol toward NaNoWriMo. I sweeten that with brown sugars. We're out of regular sugar. I feel like I should have added a little bit more. Let's see what y'all are saying over here in the chat. Excellent. Jasmine says she can hear me just fine. Pendragon has realized that they need a daily goal and that they could write more than they thought they could. That's awesome. And I think that happens to a lot of us, right? Because when you think about 50,000 words in a month, that's a very daunting number. That's a lot, right? But then you break it down to these daily increments that still feel like a lot if you're not used to writing that much on a regular basis. But once you get into the habit, you find that there's days where you accidentally write 3,000 words or 4,000. And then there's other days where you get only 500 out. But I think that it's good to have that, like that set goal, and then to have a goal for the end of the month. It's, I don't know, it seems like a positive to me. So let's see. Jasmine loves Nano. She's learned that she needs to break big goals into weekly ones and then break the weekly ones into daily ones. And she can write pretty fast. Simone said making daily goals is a great idea. I really feel like it just makes sense, especially if you have a bunch of things that you want to get done, you know? I have so many story ideas in my head, y'all. Like so many ideas, and I want to write them all. I want to write them all yesterday, right? But I can't. So I have to prioritize and figure out which one makes the most sense to write today, and what I'm most excited about today, you know? But if I don't make those goals in order to achieve them, then I'm going to be spinning my wheels and just thinking about what I want to write instead of actually doing it. Like for me, Nano is kind of like a kickstart into my next year. As I always, Nano month, I always kind of reevaluate what I'm doing, seeing what's working, what's not working. And this year, I had a lot of depression that I was dealing with, and it all kind of got the best of me for the last couple of months, and I wasn't doing as much as I needed to be doing. And I can't change that. You know, it is what it is, and it happened, and that's life. But I can go on and try to make things better. Like my whiteboard that's over here beside of me, if you've watched my videos, then you've seen it. Y'all, this is like the first time that my whiteboard has been clean. I literally cleaned it and wrote down new goals and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, and it looks great. And having that there and looking at it and seeing like my new stuff that I have in the pipeline and things that I'm working toward and things that are like tangible, so close to being done. Seeing that, it's gratifying. And I hadn't cleaned that board totally in months. And above that, I have a whiteboard that's the calendar. It said August. August. And I'm a person that I love writing to-do lists, and because I love the satisfaction of checking things off. And so for me to not have my to-do list, like my daily thing updated, that is that is not how I like to do things. So that's how I know that I was having more issues than I honestly realized, you know? Thanks, Simone. She said, I'm sorry you were depressed, but glad you seem to be doing better. I am doing better. I'm doing a lot better, which is interesting because a lot of times people who have some sort of depression feel worse in the holiday season. But for some reason this year, I'm feeling better, and I am not going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. So Jasmine, she broke down the 1667 daily goal into 834 twice a day. That's smart. Pendragon's first official nano, and they broke it into 15 to 20 sprints. It made such a huge difference. Yes, sprints are awesome. Speaking of sprints, let's do the first one in like 2 minutes. It's just going to be a nice, easy 10-minute sprint, kind of get the words going. I haven't written anything today. Um, I was up late because I couldn't sleep. So I did write some stuff, but nothing today. At, like post actual sleeping and waking up. So just go with your good dream. Just go with your good feelings. Exactly, Pendragon. I'm just gonna go with my good feelings and not try to figure out where they're coming from. I don't. I don't want to. And sometimes you can just do too much self analysis, and why not just enjoy happiness? Ooh. Mm. Mm. It's like enjoying a jar of coffee, iced coffee. Oh my gosh, that is very strong. Yikes! I feel like my eyes are gonna pop out of my head. That's okay though. Ooh, how about I open up Scrivener? How about that? That's probably a good idea. All right, 1 minute until we do our sprint. I'll open up my Nano page. Whew, we're there. We are at the 30-minute mark, so 30 minutes after. So let's start 10-minute sprint starting now, y'all. Write all the words. time is up. How many words did you get? Or if you're editing, did you finish editing a chapter or something? Let's see. I got 376. Excellent way to start my day. When I'm doing word sprints like this, I like to put my word count at the end of whatever I'm writing. So that way when I come back, I know where to start. And so when I'm adding stuff to the next time, I won't be confused. Ugh, so many words away. Let's see. What am I looking at here? Ah, 7,407 words remaining. Can she do it? Yes, she can. All right, I'm going to check in with y'all over here on the page. Ooh, cool. Jasmine didn't edit, but she set up a bullet journal for December. You do bullet journaling? That's so much fun. Do you watch Burgess and Persephone? Their videos on bullet journaling? They're the people that I watch because they're my friends. But I've watched other videos too. But of course, I can't think of any of those people because I'm sleepy. Sleepy brain. Can't think of stuff. Let's see. Pendragon. Editing slash synopsizing. Synopsizing. Tongue twister. 137 words. Excellent. Yeah. You both have reached your 50K, haven't you? Ooh. Jealous, jealous, jealous. I can't wait to reach the end of this rough draft. It'll probably be around 70,000 words or so. Ah, just excited. I'm even excited to edit, which if y'all have been around here for even a few months, you know that editing is not my bag. That's not what I like to do. But I'm excited to learn how to make it better, you know? I'm excited to learn how to make this better to fit the genre, but still be different enough to fit me. And it feels like an interesting balance. I made a challenge for myself and it's fun. Lee X-Men 180, my cat was being very distracting. I want a cat to distract me. Squish, 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 squish. We're not allowed to have pets here. Even though our old neighbors had a dog, so we should be able to have a cat. But nope, we have a cat. So it's on my wish list for our next place, where whenever we move and wherever we move to. My wish list very extensive. Be able to have cats, have a normal size bathtub, washer dryer, somewhere to park a car. Yeah, that's about it. It doesn't take a whole lot to make me content in my living space. I think it's because I've had so many apartments in the past. So it's like I've kind of figured out what I like and what I don't like. And I've realized that what I like isn't really, I don't know. I don't Like, for instance, I'm not really big on having a huge place, you know? Because really, I want to have utility and expenses down as low as possible. And there's just the two of us and our future kitten. So we don't need a huge place. Just more space to feel anxious about not cleaning. Ah, Jasmine's thinking about making a YouTube channel and making some bullet journal vids. Do it! Yay! Do it! Oh, I think that YouTube is so much fun. I have met so many awesome people through YouTube, you know? Because clearly I'm not in it to become YouTube famous. I I think that it's cool as a way to figure out how to do something new. Because I hadn't really spent any time when I was growing up or in school or anything doing anything with video. So this was an entirely new experience. My concentration and my focus was always on the written word. So learning how to do stuff with video, even though I'm definitely like rudimentary at best, but I've learned a lot and it's been fun, and it's cool to see your progression through looking at like old videos to now and seeing how you've improved and meeting new people. I definitely recommend it. And I think that it's really good too if you're someone who has a problem with talking in front of people, because on the one hand, you're talking to a camera, so you don't have like the eyes on you, but you get used to talking about stuff out loud, and it gives you practice in doing that. And then a lot of people write scripts and things, and it just, you become more aware of how you sound, what you look like when you're talking. um, I use my hands a lot when I speak. That hasn't changed, it's probably not going to. But yeah, it makes you more work, because you know, if you go back and edit, then you see yourself over and over and over again. And sometimes I like to just stop the video when I'm editing, just to freeze me at like really awkward face places where I'm like, apparently my face is very expressive. Ten Dragons Nano this year was the third of a trilogy, and they're editing the first, and it's been kicking their butt. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that you get to that sweet point in the editing where it stops feeling like a war between you and the words, and it's more like you're telling the words what they're gonna do. The thing is, I don't know how many channels to make. I like a lot of random things: natural hair, bullet journal stuff, books. I just don't know how I would do it. Well, Jasmine, I think that you have to, or here's my suggestion: think about how much time you actually have to devote to having more than one channel. As you know, if you have one channel and you're making one or two videos a week, but then you'd have another channel where you're making one or two videos a week, so that becomes two or four videos, and then et cetera, et cetera. You might find that you're able to have a channel where you're talking about more than one of your favorite things within that channel, and it works and it gels together. I'd say at first, just experiment and just try it out, see what happens. You're not going to know, you're not going to be able to fully gauge what's comfortable for you until you try it out. thought about having a separate vlog channel, but then I realized that I don't do a lot, so what would be the point? Ooh, have we been talking forever? It's dang, it's 10 till. Well, this is gonna be an awkward one, but let's start writing at like 5 till, and we'll do it for 15 minutes. Ooh. So then we'll end at 10 after, and then it'll be like a nice round number. I don't know why I like to end on round numbers, but I do. Ooh. It's so much fun to do YouTube. I really think so. It's stressful because at first there's a huge learning curve, or at least there was for me, because like I said, I hadn't made videos before. But once I started doing it and I started meeting people and I started doing research on how to make myself do it a little bit better, not to say that my videos are the best quality now, I've because I haven't really invested a lot of money into equipment and stuff. Like I just ordered a light box, so that'll be coming sometime in December, which that'll be interesting. Hopefully that'll make my videos look a little bit better, a little bit crisper or something. But yeah, it's like just learning about how to use a software editor. I hadn't done that before. And, learning about thumbnails and how to try to get traction in the video. Even though I don't think that I do a great job with it, I've still learned about it. You're welcome, Jasmine. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Today I I made my boyfriend breakfast at 5:30 this morning. I was like, huh, do you want a BLT with a hard fried egg on it? Does that sound good to you? He was up late. He was doing some type of blah blah math, something math stuff. I I don't know. Occasionally he'll show the things to me and be like, "Hey, do you want me to teach you this thing?" And I'm like, "Mm-mm. There's this doesn't even look like it's English. What am I gonna do with that?" So he was up late trying to figure out something, and he had to do some type of presentation today. So I was like, "Let's have some coffee." So he had the coffee, but I did have the BLT, and it was delicious. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner. What did you guys have for dinner? Did y'all already eat? Where are you in the world? Well, Jasmine, he's getting his doctorate in math. So literally, when he's telling me about something that he's doing, it's just blah blah math, something something math. My eyes glaze over. I'm sure he feels the same when I start talking about like editing and the struggles of self-publishing and blah blah blah. I'm sure he's like, but it's okay. We support each other without actually getting it. Mm. Pendragon on the East Coast having some roast turkey. I'm gonna make a turkey sandwich. That sounds delicious. Mm. I think we're probably gonna do burger and fries, maybe. Though I do want to make a nice spaghetti sauce in the crock pot. I might do that tonight. Hmm. I don't know. And I'm thawing out some of the frozen chili that I made. What was it, last week? Thawing that out. I want to eat some chili dogs sometime this week. Jasmine's in Delaware, and you had, oh man, cheesesteak, French fries. Cheesesteak sounds delicious. Oh, no, what cheesesteak? Mm. Okay, I've talked enough about food. It's time to write some words. Let's do this thing. 15 minutes. Let's get it on. Starting now. So chubby. time is up. 15 minutes. Pure writing satisfaction. How many words you get? I got 468. So I got about 100 words more than I did last round, which makes sense because we wrote for longer. And I was writing kind of an exciting scene, so the words were moving much faster. Now I am 6,939 words away from 50K. At this rate, I'll finish on December 5th. Screw you, NaNoWriMo app. I'm going to be finishing November 30th, bub. I literally had to look there to make sure that today was the 30th and not the 31st. Shake my head at my own self. What say you in the comments? Oh, cool. Jasmine's going to start making videos in 2018. Awesome. And remember, you can always practice making videos before then, or if you want to, if you have a video that you would like to upload to YouTube and you look at it and you don't like it, you don't have to share it. All of the power is in your hands. Pendragon got 221. Excellent. And Jasmine has 0 words, but she wrote out some video ideas. Always good. And Lee X-Men 280. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Excellent wordsmithing, my friends. I figure I'll probably stream until the top of the hour, and then I'll let all of us go to our separate quarters, and I'll probably find something to eat. But I'm really into my writing zone, so I'll probably just eat like a bowl of cereal for now and worry about making something for dinner later. Let's see. Let's do 10 minutes at the 20 after. 10-minute sprint coming up next. So, Pendragon, you reached the end until this morning. That's awesome. Yeah, I knew that I wasn't going to reach the end of the manuscript during this nano period, but I'm excited to do it. And I think that I may have found an editor for this for the future. Maybe I'm gonna send her a sample of this cozy, and I'm gonna try to like edit it and spruce it up a bit, and then send it over to her, and she'll edit that bit and send it back to me, and we'll both be able to see if she does what I need for my writing and if I have a writing style that she could work with. And I'm interested in working with her because she's Amy Tasagadu's editor, and she's a friend of mine also on YouTube. I'm not sure if y'all know her or not, but if you don't, she writes Japanese inspired literature, and so this editor is her editor for her Yakuza crime series. So and So her wheelhouse is like mysteries and thrillers, which that's perfect because I need someone who has more experience with mysteries in order to help me clean this up. Because I feel like with um, with women's fiction, it can, granted, it would be best to have someone who that's like their main thing that they edit. But I feel like I can get away with having someone who's just good at editing things in general. Whereas with specific genres, like um, mystery, I feel like there's certain tropes and aspects of a cozy mystery that I have to meet in order for it to work for my audience, right? So, like having a red herring in certain aspects of my sleuth or my main character, and just things about the story that a cozy reader is going to pick up on, because generally speaking, people who are into reading cozies don't just read one, they read like an entire series. So they're pretty well versed in this type of book, you know? And I'm the same way. I I've read maybe 40 or 50 or something cozies this year, and most of them were all part of different series, you know? So because they're really well versed in this genre, and they're not gonna they're not gonna want any BS. They're not gonna take it. They're not gonna want to read the next book if I don't write the I don't write the kind of cozy that at least has these certain parameters, which I'll probably talk about at some point in a book, in a video rather. But it's interesting to do this. You know, I've written horror, and so I have the Appalachian Terror Trail, which was a collection of short stories. I had one, and there was 11 short stories total in it. Link in the description. But so I've written horror, and I've written horror for a very long time, and I have written poetry, and I have my poetry collection. But this is my first time attempting this type of thing. And even with the Blood Roses and Honeysuckles, I've written what would be considered women's literature before too. They weren't novel forms, but they were short stories, because short stories, flash fiction, and poetry are the they were what I was writing the most of. And then I decided that I wanted to focus more on writing longer works. But I think that I also want to pepper these longer works with writing smaller things too. So again, I have so many stories, and not all the stories are meant to be in like a long novel form, you know? Am I babbling? I hope not. The Pendragon is working on a fantasy mystery. I should probably have read more before I started. I think that I think that reading and knowing like how other people do it just is helpful. Just to help, it's helpful because you can read tons of books, and you can watch videos, and you can read blog posts about what goes into a mystery. How do you write a mystery? Mystery writing 101 for beginners or whatever. But really, I think that it just, if you when you read the actual books by actual authors who know what they're doing, it it's kind of easier, at least for me, to parse out the different aspects of the story. As you know, when I started reading these cozies, I didn't have any intention of writing them. I was just like, huh, what are all these books that have like something to do with murder, and there's pies or or a cat or something on the cover, and the covers are all puns. What are these? What are this? Let me start reading these. And then I found that I really liked them. They were so much fun to read, and they were more lighthearted than the thrillers and the horrors and stuff that I had been reading. And I don't know, I just started reading more and more and more of them until I was like, hey, I think I could do this, and I have an idea. And I got this idea for this cozy last year. Last year, middle of the year, I had this idea, and it's taken me this amount of time for me to finally say, okay, I think I could try this out now. So much talking. Oh, I need to plug in my machine. Hold on a second. I thought I had already plugged me in. I am, my shirt looks really like super red from this webcam. It's not that shiny. It's a Vagina Monologues. Have y'all ever watched them? Let's see. All right, let's go for 10 minutes in 2 minutes. So it'll be at the 25. So, is there anything good on Netflix that you guys are into right now? Um, I haven't really been watching anything really, other than some shows that I watch on television, but I haven't been watching anything on Netflix. I feel like I need to finish something in order to like I need to finish this, and I need to finish the edits for Love Roses before I kind of push myself into watching something on Netflix, because I'm gonna binge watch for hours. So if I'm gonna do that, then I need to have some of these things done. Next week is my birthday, though. Excuse me. Next Wednesday is my birthday, and on the History Channel they have a new show, and it's called Night Fell. Is that what it is? Anyway, but I think it takes place around the time of the Crusades, and it looks really cool. And the first episode premieres birthday, so I think I want to. It's the middle of the week, so it's not like I want to go out to anywhere really, but it would be fun to do something ridiculous, like dress up as knights from household stuff and make a shield and sword. Oh my gosh, I am so immature. But that sounds like so much fun to me. And then have like a banquet of food. Oh, sorry, boyfriend. I think we're gonna be knights for my birthday. So Jasmine has Hulu. Has there been anything good on Hulu? Pendragon just finished season 2 of Stranger Things. I need to watch season 2. Thank you for the birthday wishes and for encouraging my craziness. I just think it would be so. How much fun would that be? I mean, really. having like huge cardboard shields that we like decorate in weird ways. And I wonder how I'd make a sword. Oh, so much time is going to be spent on Pinterest figuring this out. uh, what was it? There was a show that I was just looking up that was on Hulu, but I don't have a subscription for Hulu, so I couldn't watch it. Man, the name escapes me. It was like a cartoon miniseries that Jesse the Reader was talking about on his vlog channel. Nope, I think it was Under the something. We used to have one of those medieval themed restaurants here. Hey Dragon, I went to one of those. Where was I? Daytona. I can't remember, but it was like years ago. And the boyfriend has gone to one, but it was years ago and it wasn't with me. I would love for us to go to one together. I think that would be so much fun, as we're both kind of nerdy, and I just think it'd be great. And during Thanksgiving, we watched a marathon of the show on History Channel where they do like blacksmithing, and he's he was like, I didn't think you would like something like this. And I was like, what do you mean? This is great. They're making weaponry and they're like melting steel and making stuff. This is so cool. I don't think he realized how fully I have this like nerdy side. Like, I find so many things fascinating and interesting. I think that's why I like to write, because I can experience these things as a writer, you know, even if I'm not physically doing it myself. So I would like to try, if I could figure out how not to burn off my whole entire body, because I am a klutz. So one guy like cut the crap out of his finger. And he had like blood gushing down his hand, and he's all like, "Well, I only got time for paper towel and some duct tape." And he like wrapped his hand in paper towel and duct tape and like continued messing around with very sharp and hot items. I was like, wow, these guys are crazy. It's a lot of fun to watch. Mm. Okay, one more minute. We're gonna do a sprint for 15 minutes because I feel like I need to write more. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. You like my nails? Thank you. I did these when I was procrastinating one day. Dragon, I have a friend who blacksmiths. If something falls, do not reach out to catch it. Good point. And I will definitely remember that tip. I can just see myself being like, oh no, oh, hand melts off. Uh, I am a mess. Okay, it's it's at the 30 mark. Let's do 15 minutes of writing, editing, researching, whatever you're doing. I hope that whoever's watching this, that you're getting stuff done. And thank you for writing with me. Let's begin. 15 minutes productivity. Oh, time's up. Stop now. 15 minutes goes by so quickly. All right. How did you do, or what did you do? You writing, you editing, you figure out stuff for next month that starts tomorrow? How did that even happen? I didn't get so far in this scene this time around. I got 370. Let's go add that. 6,569 words remaining until I have achieved optimum nano awesomeness. Jasmine made banana pudding. Delicious. The X-Wing at 401, then Dragon 202. And made in the SOS. Just opened up docs of stuff. They just got here. Thanks for tuning in. City Loves Country. I got 493. I'm celebrating the end of Nano by writing the end of my book. So it's super exciting and flying by. That's awesome. Yay! Congratulations. I'm just hitting 50K today, but I'm going to finish it in December. It should be by before the middle of the month. So like before December 15th. If everything goes according to plan. Which would be cool for once it did. I don't like them very much. Let's see. I have been streaming for, is this 2 hours? Has it been 2 hours? No. No, it hasn't been 2 hours yet. No, it hasn't been 2 hours yet. But so I think that I'm probably gonna do 2 more sprints. Does that work with y'all? Do 2 more sprints, and then I'm gonna hop off of here and like eat some Chex cereal, maybe the honey nut. Jasmine says that I've been on here for about an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it says started streaming 2 hours ago because that's inaccurate. Anyway, so yeah, 2 more sprints. Let's do 2 more. That should put me at under 6,000 words to go. And then for the rest of the evening, I'll make some Twitter updates on how I'm doing every so often. Because I can't be on Twitter for too long because that will eat up so much time. I use this app now that Amy had told me about. It's just called Forest. And it looks like this, right? So it's this app that helps me to stay on task. So when I open it on here, it doesn't, and I say that I'm doing it, it doesn't allow me to access anything. Well, it'll say that let's say that if I go to play on Twitter, it'll be like, you're going to kill your trees. Because basically, what you're doing is you're growing trees with how long you don't get distracted. And I have the Chrome extension on here on my laptop as well. So I don't have everything blocked on my laptop, but it's all the greatest hits. So Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I feel like there was a couple others. that I have blocked so that if I am writing and I want to not distract myself for like an hour, then those things are up. But I didn't want to have that for all of the websites because I do research. So I wanted to be able to Google things when I needed to. But it's really been helpful because it's so silly. It's such a silly thing. They're not real trees, but the idea that my lack of attentiveness would kill these fake trees really keeps me on task, or at least it gets me to not play on my phone. So Pendragon, the count was for summarizing about 2.5 scenes. Excellent. Excellent. I hope that your editing is starting to go a little bit better for you. Editing can be such a mixed bag. Sometimes when I edit, I'm like into it and it's going and things are happening and it's moving and I'm making it so much better. And other times it just feels like I'm trying to walk through like quicksand and I'm just slowly sinking down. Also, I am dramatic. All right. How about we go for another 15-minute sprint in like 4 minutes? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. 15 minutes in 3 minutes now. So 5 till. Could you hear that beeping? That was my coffee pot telling me that it turned off. No. But I have a feeling that's going to be that huge jar of coffee that I just drank should be the end. The end of the coffee for the day. If I'm going to drink any more caffeine, it will be like a cup of tea or something. I've drank entirely too much coffee this month. Way too much coffee. You ever sit in the same way for so long that your body just hates you? I would suggest if you feel like it and you can, that you stretch. Get some blood flowing through your body. Oh, need some music. I don't have any royalty-free music anywhere. Royalty-free music, YouTube won't just demonetize whatever I'm doing anyway for no reason. But still, I don't want to like steal somebody's music and play it in the background. This just seems like a douchey thing to do. Mm. I'll play some music later after I'm not on here. How about that? All right, so 1 more minute, and then we're gonna sprint for 15. Oh, Jasmine is at the point where she's gonna send it off to beta readers. Awesome. Today loves country. Cringes with the thinking about editing this mess. I hear ya. You listen to Korean pop when you write? I listen to classical actually when I write. I like to listen to something that doesn't have any words because otherwise I'll just start listening to the words and singing along and enjoying myself and not writing. I'm easily distracted. Okay, it's 5 minutes till. Let's do this. 15 minutes. Write all the words, edit the words, do the thing, starting now. Time is up. Let's see. How many words did you get? Or what were you working on? What are you doing? Tell me, because I want to know everything. Whoa, this scene has way more words than I thought it did. Oh, what happened? $5.96. I like it when scenes flow like that. It makes it so much more fun. Let me update this. Oh, that light though, it has changed. What did I say? 546, 596. 546. Add to total. 44,027. 5,973 words remaining. Getting closer and closer and closer. The final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Jasmine, I have listened to Rainy Mood, but it just makes me sleepy. Made in the SS. While I am nowhere near 50K, I'm only 1K away from my personal goal of 30. Hey, that's awesome. I hope you get there. Yes. Claire Cotter Nano is over here in Australia, but I guess I'll just start writing the sequel. You and your writing, oh my gosh. You like get books that I don't even know how you do it. You're like, oh, I have 3 books that I need to publish this month. No big deal, doing it. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, and how? But how though? And also, how? Me and the SOS got 165. Cool. City Lives Country 417. I'm so close to 50K. You can do it. Jasmine read a chapter in a book. Oh my goodness. What a great day to be alive. Or night, depending on where you are. Man, this light is awful. Is this totally distracting to see all these fan shadows all over me? Sorry, y'all. It's hot over here, though. I can't live as living is without a fan. All right. Okay, I think that I was going to stop. But I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to stop. For reals. For reals. I'll do one last sprint at 20 after for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to log off. All right, one last 10-minute sprint. Cool? We good with that? Oh my goodness. I'm having such a good time with this story, y'all. I'm so happy. I and I think part of the reason is because I'm not editing this. I love drafting. I love writing the first draft. I have so much fun with writing the first draft. But I also think that this first draft isn't going to be a horror show to edit because I've been doing things, even though if you've been around for a little bit, you probably know that I'm not a big outliner. I don't outline things in extreme detail. It's just if I do that, then I feel as though I've already written the story and I don't want to write anything else for it, you know? So with this time around, I did a mind map where I did one for character, I did one for plot. I just kind of figured out the bare necessities, if you will, straight from Jungle Book. And then from there, I developed some character sketches of the main characters that I wanted to be in the story. Um, and as I was writing, I realized who the murderer was. And I already had an idea of who the guy that was going to be murdered was, but then I figured out his personality and why people will want to murder him. In a story, of course. And what I've been doing, since I don't like to outline a lot, and I found this really helpful, at the end of my writing session, I'll write at the bottom some stuff that I feel needs to happen in the next scene, and or even in a subsequent scene that maybe doesn't follow the one that I'm writing, you know. And by doing that, when I go back to it, either later or the next day or what have you, I have a jumping off point, and it makes it that much easier for me to keep going with the process. So I have, so like at the bottom of each, I use Scrivener, so I have the scenes broken out as little separate entities, and at the bottom of each of those scenes, there's 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 or 8 lines of this is what's going to happen next, and at some point we need to add this to the story so that it will make sense. But one thing that I realized during this month, and I'm really glad, I had started my story at the wrong point. So I had to go back maybe 2 weeks. So I went back 2 weeks in the story. Everything's happening pretty sequentially, and it's not exactly each scene is a new day or whatever, but you know. So I started a little bit further in the back, but that means that when I go to edit, there's going to be things that are definitely going to have to change in what I had thought was going to be my chapter 1, just so that it'll all flow and mesh together. But that's good. That's good, because if I wouldn't have made that change, it was making it awkward to write. So I would have definitely been struggling to get through it, because having that extra week before the murder, it gave me enough time to set up things and set up information, leave a couple of hints here and there, you know. So, you know, figuring out where you're going to start a story is important. And knowing that you can change it if you did it wrong is also important. Let me see what y'all had to say. Yeah, the light's terrible. I know, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. So, Pendragon's current Nano draft definitely feels like less of a hot mess than the work that they're editing last year's Nano. City Loves Country has found that they're the biggest pantser ever. They're shocked. It's interesting how that happens, isn't it? How you've learned something new about yourself. Made in the SOS, I get not when not outlining, but at the same time, I have yet to find a method or type of outlining that works for me. Hmm. Jasmine considers herself a plantster. Pendragon, I switched from semi-pantser to planner this time. more importantly, switch from nighttime writing to first thing in the morning writing. I was gonna try the snowflake method for outlining, but it seemed like it was I don't know, too involved for me. Ooh, all right, we are at 20 after. All right, 10 minutes. Let's go. Time is up. It's been 10 minutes of pure writing satisfaction. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let me know. And let me see how many words I wrote. 442. So, words for rating, I have 5,531. And at this rate, I will finish on December 4th. So, hey, we've gone down a day since we've been here on this live stream. So, that's awesome. Let me see how y'all did. And Dragon 218. Geez, this is a long and involved sequence. City Loves Country 311, and I broke 50K. Congratulations! Yay! A round of applause. Oh, I'm so glad that you broke 50K. You broke it with us. That's awesome. And that, I think, is an excellent way to end this live stream. I'm so glad for anyone who came and got some work done, wrote with us, enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. I am going to be updating on Twitter probably hourly or something, letting y'all know how this all goes down. I really appreciate you. Oh, let me just really quick, because I actually have been recording a writing vlog this month, and I am going to record what I see when I'm doing these live streams. So if you want to type hi, feel free. So yeah, this is my live stream view in all of my messy glory. There's my microphone that only works part of the time. Water and all this mess that I certainly need to clean. Here you go. Oh, it's so meta. I can see my hand and I can also see my hand on the screen. Awesome. Again, thank y'all for joining me and for joining me during all of these sprints I've been doing this month. It has really helped to keep me going, and I have enjoyed myself, and I hope you have as well. I have been thinking about maybe doing a monthly kind of write-in like this, that like starting next month, that's even after NaNoWriMo and not during like the National Novel Writing Month activities, because I found them helpful and I find it to be productive. So if you do as well, let me know on my on the on ugh, sorry, I am stammering, on my community page. So you have access to that if you subscribe to my channel and click on the little notification bell. On my community page, I have a poll up that where I'm asking people if they would be interested in doing these write-ins with me on a monthly basis. So please let me know, because I want to know. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good luck with your writing journey. Congratulations if you hit your goals. I hope you have. And if you haven't, NaNoWriMo is just an arbitrary month that was chosen to get people to write. If you didn't hit it this month, hit it next month. You can do it. I have faith in you. Take care, and I will see you soon.